Yo, what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. This is the newest edition. If this is your first time here, we do two pods every single week. The first pod releases on Tuesday, and that's like a more of a discussion or a hot take or pretty much anything fun. We like to do fun, cool topics on Tuesdays. And Thursdays strictly restricted for news, where we go through a bunch of cool articles and things that come out relating to anime. Not always anime, but yeah. So that's what we do on Thursdays, and that's what this podcast is today. So yeah, let's get it started. First of all, if this is your first time here, I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my co-host Owen. Owen, say what's up.
What's going on, guys? Just wanted to say thank you guys so much. Um this is our fifth or sixth news podcast, I think.
Dude, I think this might be our seventh, man.
Seventh. Okay, so even more than I've anticipated it to be. So yeah, it's our seventh segment for the news podcast, and honestly, everything's been going well. I know that some people like it where it's segmented in a way where they can just get their news in one place and they can get their entertainment in one place. Um, the support's been amazing, and if you want to know any news on the spot or on that date, we normally do have news on Instagram that we post every single day. So if you do want the news instantly, we do post it on Instagram, and we go in depth on Thursdays. We give our hot takes. We don't just read
Mhm.
the news blandly. We kind of get into it, give our hot takes, give our opinions, and kind of get involved with the news. But with all that said, let's get right into the first article.
All right, so last week we did the top 10 selling manga so far in 2023, as well as light novels, and then we just got some more information regarding the top 10 music songs or soundtracks that are like anime, you know what I mean? Like those anime intros this year. So we got that so far of 2023. So oh, and I know you don't like intros in particular, but back in the day, dude, I used to jam out to these intros. So I'm
Uh,
gonna be honest, man. I know some of these ones and some of these are fire. So sorry, what were you gonna say?
Honestly, it's not that I don't like the intros. It's not that I
Mhm.
don't. I just don't listen to it at all, and it's because I've been having the habit of skipping,
Mhm.
especially with One Piece, bro. You know that you can't skip 2 minutes. You have to skip the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
I have that thing where I skip until I see like the title screen for most of the anime. Um, Especially if it's like an anime that doesn't start off with the actual story, then it goes into there's some anime that start off with a bit
Mhm.
of the story, then they get into the opening, and then they get into the real stuff. With that, like so the way I watch anime, I have it's auto skip intro. So that always gets skipped for me. I don't It's like I don't even have to press the button skip intro. It auto just skips the intro for me every time. And
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
honestly, it's perfect because what it does is it auto skips the intros, it auto skips the outros, and it auto plays next. So it's like as soon as the episode's done, the next episode will start playing instantly, and it will skip the intro. So I go from plot to plot, and the episode straight back to plot. That's how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to listen. If there's like a playlist, that would be amazing where I can like listen
Mhm.
to it. But if this is like a top 10 list, I'm definitely going to give these a try. But let's get into the titles themselves.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I agree with you on that, though. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not much of a like an anime music type of guy right now. I'm more of a podcast guy, which obviously you guys can tell. But yeah, let's get this started. So, according to Billboard Japan, we got the top 10 songs so far in 2023. Number one is "Kickback" by Kenshi Yonezu, and this is the Chainsaw Man opening. So, you don't know one, but a lot of you guys listening out there probably know that opening was a banger, man. It was really catchy. It's pretty unique too because Chainsaw Man was one of the few anime that the outro was different every single time, but they kept the intro the same, and that intro was really good, man. And I enjoyed it. So it's kind of cool to see that this is the number one anime track of the year so far. Did you watch it or did you listen to it?
I mean, I've watched Chainsaw Man. I've
No, I meant
watched it,
the
but I
intro.
haven't watched. No,
Gotcha.
I might have watched it for the first episode itself, but I definitely have skipped it. But the only reason I would only like I would watch an opening
Hmm.
personally is to kind of see how the rest of the season is going to go, because at least so my first for all the people that all the new
Ew, you do that, man?
but
I force myself not to watch the intro.
no, I will like kind of sneak peek it.
Nah, don't
That
do that, man. You get spoiled.
no, I used to do that when I
Mhm.
was watching the intros. Now I don't even watch the intros, so it's like I don't even have to deal with it.
Okay.
But
Fair.
I think before, at least for One Piece, they used to do that where they kind of used to show little clips of what was going to happen in the
Hmm.
future.
Right.
I think they also had some fake they had some fake clips where I remember one of the openings for One Piece, it used to show like Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji versus Akainu, like the three admirals, and I always
Hmm.
kind of thought that was cool, and I always kind of thought that was like portrayal, even though I don't know if it's canon or not. I just always That's why I don't know if that's the reason I undermined the admirals,
Hmm.
but it kind of makes me think that okay, Luffy's gonna fight Akainu, Zoro's gonna fight um the sword guy Fujitora, and Kizaru's gonna fight Sanji, and then that's how it's kind of like, portrayed. That's kind of why I don't consider the admirals, emperor level, and I think that's
Hmm.
that's pretty reasonable. What do you? I'm not. Don't, let's not get into that.
Oh my God. This dude
we're,
already on that One Piece.
we're about to get into a One Piece debate. No, but that's probably the only few openings that I've seen in the beginning of One Piece.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. You know which openings I actually used to love? The Pokemon, the Pokemon
Yeah.
openings,
Okay.
bro. Battle Frontier, bro. That shit was sick. That shit was sick. I remember the first Pokemon I had. I don't remember the words now, but
Hmm.
trust. As soon as that shit got on, as soon as the opening song came on, you had me jamming to that shit and singing along the whole way.
No facts, man. I mean, Pokemon was a banger, and it's crazy because that's not even the original. That's like the translated and adjusted version. I don't know if that's what you would
Oh
call
yeah,
it.
yeah, definitely the translated adjusted version. I was not hearing
Mhm.
Japanese.
Right.
I was
I used to
hearing.
I used to really like the Naruto ones. Like I could sing that like when I was a younger kid, obviously. Now my memory's not that good, but I could sing it the Japanese and not even know Japanese. You know what I mean? It was cool. And obviously
Nah,
I'd watch it in dub. So
I
it was
feel
crazy,
you.
man.
You know what? You know what's kind of interesting about what you were saying? How
Hmm.
you used to, s- sing it in Japanese.
Hmm.
When you read the translation, some of the translation sounds mad like it just reads so weird. Or
Right?
is that just me? Right?
It could also be the translating, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be translated weird, it just is.
So like what you're saying is the Japanese like what the song itself just has a weird translation, or is it just like
Yeah. Like, there's a
okay,
lot of phrases in Japan that don't make sense here. I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, but there's been a ton of anime I've been watching, and then they have to put like a little like asterisk on the top or on the bottom, letting you know, oh, this is like a Japanese phrase or this is that. You know what I mean? So to a certain extent, I think that has to do with it, but also like the direct translation might not make sense.
got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so what do we got for number two though?
All right, yeah. So let's kind of breeze through these because we don't. To be honest, man, a lot of these are pretty tough, and I know you don't watch it or you don't like watch intros. But if you guys are listening and you guys are big anime intro people, let us know which one you guys think are bangers, which one should be higher and lower on this list. All right, so just to reiterate, number one is Kickback from Chainsaw Man, the opening. Number two is Idol, which is the Oshinoko opening. This one's a really big one because, first of all, this was, I think at one point it was like one of the most viewed YouTube videos of like an anime opening. Sometime at like a point in this time this year. Obviously dropped down to number two, but yeah, we talked about Oshinoko. We've been talking about it for the past few weeks, how it's kind of somewhat blew up the internet. So yeah, so that's probably why it's number two. And it's also like an anime revolving around an idol. So, it has to do with music. So that makes sense at number two. Number three is Dai Zero Khan. by 10 feet. This is the first slam dunk ending theme. I don't know if this is because of like I don't know if this is the movie that it's the ending theme for or if it's for the anime. But again, man, just to reiterate what we talked about on one of the previous podcasts, man, that first slam dunk movie is huge. I mean, it got slam dunk to be a top 5 selling manga this year so far. The movie's in top 10 of all time. So again, man, this movie did wonders. They even got the damn song to be number 3, which is crazy. Next up, we've got New Genesis, which is from the One Piece film Red. I know this song, bro. This song is actually my favorite song in the entire One Piece film Red. I watched it in a movie, and this was the only song that was like really stuck in my head. I thought it was fire, man. And yeah, man, it's really good. Next up, we've got Mixed Nuts. This is the Spy Family opening theme, number 1. I know the song too. It's pretty good. It's crazy that it's number 5, but again, it might go to the popularity of Spy Family. Might have to attribute with that. Number
Wait.
6.
I just
Yeah,
want
what's up?
to. Wait, what was that title right there, bro?
So, all right, let me give some background. If I'm right, if it's the same theme song I'm thinking of, like the opening theme, the main character, like Anya, she loves peanuts. So like, it's like I don't know like the translation, but it's about peanuts. If I had to guess.
I hope so, bro. Oh my god. Okay, let's get
Oh
to the
god.
next one.
All right, we've got. I'm not gonna even try to say the Japanese. Actually, you know what? Screw up and try it. Shuku fuku, which means blessing. That is
That was looking good. That was looking good.
ah respect, man. That is number 6. It is Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury opening theme number 1. Number 7 is another One Piece film Red song, and it is I'm Invincible. Number 8 is Zankyo Sanka, which is from Demon Slayer Entertainment Arc. That's crazy because that entertainment arc came out last year, and for it to still be number 8, that just shows how much of a banger it is. All right, so number 9 is White Noise, which is the Tokyo Revengers Christmas Showdown arc opening theme. I don't remember this one in particular, but yeah, it's number 9. And then lastly, number 10 is Tokyo Shandy Rendezvous, and that is Urusei Yatsura opening theme 1, which is another really popular anime. So yeah, man, let us know your guys' opinions on what song you guys think is the best opening, the best outro. Let us know. But yeah, let's get into the next article.
Yeah, I'm
All
definitely
right.
gonna listen to a couple of those for sure since I need some new gym music, so let's see if
Mhm.
the anime music can hype me up, get me going.
For sure, man. I mean, some of them are gonna hit and some of them are not. Like obviously Idol or the mixed nuts, those aren't like those aren't from Battle Shonen, so they're probably not gonna hype you up. But maybe one of the Tokyo Avengers ones, like that's a pretty
Yeah.
hype one.
I'm hoping the Chainsaw Man and the Demon Slayer one kind of go hard.
Facts. I mean, I'm telling you right now though, New Genesis, the one that was in the One Piece film Red, straight heat, bro. I really like it.
One Piece coming out with banger music too. What can't One
Dude,
Piece do?
dude, this. So I was talking to one of my boys who's like a big anime listener, like opening theme and just general and like in general, like pop culture and pretty much everything to do with Japan and its music industry. He puts me on a bunch of songs, and we got to get him on the pod by the way. But yeah, he was telling me that this one particular artist, she did like most of the songs, if not all the songs inside of the One Piece film Red, which is insane because there's certain scenes where it's like rock music and then there's actually singing music like a Taylor Swift type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like actually, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean. So there was one person doing that.
Yeah, it's insane. Like she changes her voice like crazy.
Oh shit.
Like I was shocked, dude.
So it's kind of like Tory Lanez where he goes, that dude has like a couple different voices, bro. It's kind of crazy. But yeah,
Probably.
that's actually wild. I mean, people that have that talent just just
Mm-hmm.
amazing, honestly. Having done 5 or so songs in one movie
Mm-hmm.
with different aspects to it, I think that's pretty talented.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, definitely going to give some of her songs a listen then.
I think her name. I mean, I want to credit her. I think it said it was Adu ADO. So I don't know if that is, but just look up New Genesis, and then you'll probably find it.
But
All right, so let's get into the next article. So the next article is a brand new anime, which is Fireman. It's called No Longer Allowed in Another World anime, and that's coming out in 2024. So I don't know much about this one, but do you want to read the synopsis real quick? All right, so the synopsis is as follows. An adventure in another world with cute girls by your side and video game like power sounds like an anime fan's dream, right? Not so for melancholic author Dazai. Dude, I butchered the hell out of the name. So Osamu, who would quite literally prefer to drop dead. Video games haven't been even invented yet when he gets yanked into another world in 1948. Really, all the fantastical adventures he keeps running into is just getting in the way of poetic dream of finding the perfect place to die. But no matter how much he risks his hide, everything seems to keep turning out okay. Follow a miserable hero like no other in this cheerfully bleak isekai comedy. Thoughts?
Thoughts? It's isekai. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't know. It's kind of a weird it's kind of a weird setting. I don't know. Uh, I kind of liked his life before, where he was, um. Wait, so he gets sucked into this game? Is what I'm getting. You know, I'm
Think
getting out of
so?
this.
Or this another world where he has like, I guess he has like a video game like powers. That's what the
Oh, okay,
synopsis
so
is saying.
he's not okay. So he just got sucked into a world where he has video game like powers.
Yeah.
That's actually not descriptive at all, because there's like video game type powers. But okay, I'm
If I
going to
if
base it off of.
yeah,
Is this the art? Are we looking
yeah,
at this
yeah,
top part?
yeah.
This art looks pretty cool.
It does, right?
Go down to this the dragon in the back. No, wait, go up. Yeah.
This, yeah.
Yeah, so that dragon, this whole like medieval times looking thing, I see a little castle in the back. It's definitely like, yeah, they said 1948. I think this is
Yeah.
1685. I think they're mistaken on that. Um this looks like a fairy tale type anime where I don't know, that looks like zombies. Like the skeletons walking
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of like zombies. But
I think if I had to guess, he gets sucked into a world where, like a typical like isekai where there's like mobs, you know what I mean? Like there's a dragon mob, there's whatever the hell this is, a giant or a golem or whatever the hell, like skeleton, undead, you know what I mean? And honestly, this is something that I've always thought of. Like, if you get sucked into another world that doesn't have the same technology and you're used to just chilling out in AC, playing video games or watching TV, like you're probably gonna be bored as hell. So I could kind of relate to him. You know what I mean?
nah, dead ass, bro.
Obviously, yeah.
It's like going from a first world country down to a third world country where you're already used to the lifestyle of,
Hmm.
an easy lifestyle, and then when you get like kind of placed
Hmm.
into an area where like everything is a lot kind of worse in,
Hmm.
lifestyle wise, you have to adapt to it. And I think the same way it definitely works the same way in isekai, where you know there it's like kind of having the knowledge of something, and
Hmm.
then that being taken away, you knowing that you having the knowledge of something and that something being taken away from you. It's kind of like, yeah.
Right, right. I
But
don't know.
this
I don't. Are you gonna watch it? Would you watch it?
it looks cool. It looks cool. I don't know if I've never watched isekai anime before, actually. um
So if I'm being honest, it says that this is supposed to be like a comedy. So I don't think that's gonna have like the crazy action scenes that you're thinking of. But I mean, who knows? We'll just have to watch and find out.
no, yeah, definitely. I mean, if it has mobs and dragons and shit, it might be cool. But
Yeah,
yeah, something I'd give this a try after I've seen reviews on it. That's
yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's like my take on this.
That's fair. I mean, I kind of for you in particular, you kind of want to watch more Isekai before getting into this one.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah.
sure.
All right, so let's hop into the next article. So this article is pretty cool. For me in particular, I know Owen's not much of a manga head like myself, but we are getting two new manga. So the first one is going to be done by the author of Hinomaru Suma, and that manga or that anime was Fireman. I remember watching it not too long ago, and it was only about 24, 25 episodes, but it finished. And that anime, you know me, you guys know me. I love my sports anime, so I really mess with this one. But he's coming back. The author, his name is Kauda. He's coming back with a new title called Asumi Kakeru, and that's gonna be a mixed martial arts sports manga. So that's gonna be hella fire, man. So before we talk about the next one that's also in the same article, dude, what are your thoughts on that, man? MMA dog.
An MMA type of um anime. So is this like organized MMA where it's like in like the octagon, or is it like
I
just
think so because it said in particular it's gonna be a sports one. So it's gotta be right.
yeah, okay, so I mean as of recent I've been watching the main or like the bigger cards for
Mm-hmm.
UFC, like um whenever Adesanya's, fighting or Islam's fighting,
Yeah.
or like before when Connor was fighting, Khabib was fighting. MMA is just raw, bro. Like that shit is crazy.
I don't think this is gonna be as crazy. I mean the title says it's gonna be like a timid young boy, so I'm assuming it's gonna be like a high school setting where they're high school kids fighting. I don't know if I had to
Hopefully
guess.
this timid young boy, kind of
Clap some
evolves.
cheeks, bro. He might clap
Yeah.
some cheeks.
Deadass, bro. Hopefully my man's, does the
Hmm.
Khabib classic and just, fuck shit up. But I don't know, man. It depends on how they get the animations, how they do all of that stuff. I don't know how they're going to really do the plot side. I think that's going to be a really huge twist since
Hmm.
I've never watched an MMA type of anime, and
Hmm.
I think MMA and fighting in general, there's a lot that leads to the fight, and it's not just a fight. So I was watching the show. It had, I think, Joe Jonas in it, or one of the
Hmm.
Jonas brothers, and it was a fighting anime, and it was not anime. It was a fight. It was a fighting show, boxing show, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. But what I enjoyed was like when you go into a fight, there's a whole like couple weeks of like the camp, then how you train,
Hmm.
did you make weight, how all that goes through, and then
Dude, you know what anime you would like?
yeah, what's
It's a
up?
bit old. It's a bit older and longer, but it's called Hajime no Ippo, and that one is similar. Like it's not just like you go into a fight and then you're back to back fight. The story follows like Ippo, and he does like all the same things. Like he has a training regimen. He goes through hurdles. There's a guy named Takamura. He also has to make weight, so it's similar, man. I think you might like it.
Oh, that's fire. That's definitely something I would definitely watch. I know you advocate for for that anime a
Yeah, bro.
lot.
I love Ippo, man. So
It's
good.
a it's an older anime, right? That one?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know you advocate for it a lot, and I like shows like that. And I think
Mhm.
if they do something like that with this show, we could get something golden out here.
Yeah, I mean his previous title, like Hinamaru Sumo, was actually really good. Like I didn't think I would enjoy a sumo wrestling anime, but it's the same thing. Like they're in high school, they're in a club. So I'm assuming it's gonna be like a similar type of story, but I don't want to discredit this author without even reading a single chapter. But yeah, I mean the first one was good, so I can expect big things from this one. All right, so let's get into the second title that's also in this article. So this one is going to be done by Ikeo Hachiya, and the title is going to be called Ice Head Gill, and that's going to be launching on the 30th of June, or in the issue that comes out on the 30th. And supposedly it's going to be an ice and snow fantasy battle manga. So yeah, it sounds interesting, but this one's going to be a little bit different, not a sports one, but a fantasy battle one. What are your thoughts?
A fantasy battle, like what's a fantasy battle? What do you mean by that?
Like a fairy tale where you got powers and shit.
Uh, I like it. I mean, that just sounds like shonen to me, right?
Yeah. I mean, the one line they gave us was the manga is centered on Gil, who ran away from the imperial capital and now lives on an island. That's all we got.
Okay. I mean, obviously, I would need more to kind of make
Right.
a judgment of it, but I think to me, that's just a different word for shonen. But obviously, I love shonen. It's not. I don't know. It doesn't seem to me that it's something like crazy innovative like this one,
Hmm.
where it's like something new that we're getting.
Yeah.
But definitely sounds pretty interesting. Something I
Hmm.
would might not watch, but again, I'm
Yeah.
putting it into that category where if it's if it gets like good views and it's like I'll watch a review on it and it's
Hmm.
good, then I'll watch it.
Yeah. Out of these two, I'm definitely probably like actually, without a doubt, I'm gonna be reading the manga for Asumi Kakiru, which is the MMA one. I'm reading that without a doubt, man.
Yeah, I need to start becoming a manga head. But the thing is, low key, I need to start reading manga for the shows that I'm not going to watch anime for.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I think I need to start doing that because there's so much content and there's just not enough time for me to consume all the content. I think manga is
Yeah,
just
you,
a
you
way.
could breeze through manga, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to manga it up for like a
Years?
couple seasons of.
Okay.
I have to for One Piece. Like I know that I don't want to for One Piece, but it's like
Yeah.
kind of mandatory.
You
If
kind
I
of have to, yeah.
if I want to stay on this One Piece hype train, I have to do that. I have to do it with manga because nothing is like okay. So the animations that are hype for One Piece, like Zoro versus King, it was a hype animation, but it's not like informationally hype because we already know what
Mhm.
happens. Most people read the manga when they're already caught
Mhm.
up, so they know what happens. So I'm not getting that like the hype effect of every single week I could talk about it or something. I think I really need to watch the manga, and I'm going to. All right, boys. Next week, Thursday, right? Next episode that y'all watch, I'm going to give you my opinions on the manga for One Piece. Not
Okay.
all of it. I'm not gonna watch maybe not all of it, but whatever I caught up to till then.
Are you talking about the manga?
Yeah, yeah, for the manga.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm committing. I'm committing right here. I'm committing straight up.
Damn, let's go, man. Let's go.
Fuck it,
Finally,
bro.
bro.
I'm quitting, and yo, there's just so much good shit. I know there's so much good shit that's going on in One Piece, and I need to know. I just need to know straight up.
I mean, we're going on hiatus, man, which is gonna suck. But I mean, you got 4 weeks to catch up, dog.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is actually the perfect time. 4 week hiatus. Just catch up now. I
Yeah.
think this is the perfect time to do it. But yeah, let's get into the next article.
All right, man. So from one battle shonen to another, we've got Black Clover. Obviously, the movie's coming out on the 16th. So literally this week, I think it comes out on Friday. So 4 days from now or 5 days from now, as the recording of this video. And by the time you're listening to this, it either came out or is coming out tomorrow, or it just recently came out. So yeah, I mean, the movie's coming out on the 16th. We've got a ton of like trailers, character visuals. There's just so much to go through, except for the movie. So obviously, we can't get into too much. We're just gonna wait and kind of see how it is. But I'm hyped, man. I miss Black Clover. It's been years. I think it's been 2 or 3 years since the anime went on hiatus. So yeah, man, like this is something that I'm looking forward to just because I absolutely love Black Clover. Let me hear your quick thoughts on this before we move on to the next article. There's really not much to talk about because obviously we didn't watch the movie yet.
Yeah. I mean, I love Black Clover. It's my favorite new gen anime. Haven't so wait, why haven't we got any new Black Clover since? Like what's been happening?
I don't know the specific reason it went on hiatus. I don't know if they want to go on like the seasonal runs or if they're just giving some time. But I do know like the manga has been struggling to get some views, so that might be a reason why.
Yeah. I don't know how Black Clover can really struggle. It's such a good anime. Yeah, so what we're planning to do for this Black Clover movie, me and Aray, first of all, this is our favorite new gen. Firstly, secondly, this hasn't come out in like 2 years, so we are planning to do a watch party for this on our Discord. We don't have a definitive time yet. It's going to be decided in the Discord, but since the movie is coming out on Friday, we are planning to do it on this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, but most likely Saturday night is when we're planning to do it. Just join the Discord and we're going to do a quick vote to see what date or what time is good for everybody else. And this will be our first watch party, and it's gonna be huge, first of many, and we want to get to be involved and let's see this crazy ass movie together. That's yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm hyped, bro. I really want to see you guys there, so let's get it. All right, man. Speaking, you want to hop in the next article, or do you have anything else
I
to say?
was gonna say this movie's about to be crazy, bro.
Hell
Like
yeah,
shit.
bro.
I have not seen
Hell
Black
yeah.
Clover in like 2 years. And bro, because Black Clover hasn't been airing, these new gen have been getting mad free, bro. Like high
Facts,
key.
man. Dude,
High
honestly, bro.
yeah.
Facts, bro. I think people forgot how amazing Black Clover is.
Yeah, I think because Demon Slayer JJK, My Hero, they've all been airing these past 2 years. I think it's kind of underrating the
Hmm.
Black Clover itself. Black Clover is god tier anime, bro, straight up.
Facts.
But yeah, watch the trailers for anyone that hasn't watched the trailers. Watch the trailers beforehand, and we will get into it. It's gonna be a crazy ass watch party
Oh yeah,
this this
it's gonna be
weekend.
amazing. It really
Let's
will
get
be
it.
amazing. All
Yeah.
right, man. Speaking from one movie, let's hop into another one. So we just got news that Me and Roboko is gonna get a movie anime adaptation. So it's gonna be a movie, obviously animated. For those of you guys that are Me and Roboko fans, you guys know that there's a short series anime out there. So like each episode's like 5 minutes. I don't remember how many episodes there are out there or how much there are gonna be, but this was supposedly supposed to come to Netflix. We covered this as well, but I guess it's not in the US, it's in other countries on their Netflix, which really sucks. But yeah, we are getting a movie for this. But other than that, not really much to say. Just kind of want to touch up on this. If you are a Me and Roboko fan, let's hop into the next article. So this next article is actually pretty cool. We haven't had one of these in a while, but we've actually got a crossover between animes. So of course, isn't as hyped as some of the other ones. I remember a few years ago, or actually it's been a while since then, but we got One Piece. I think it was Dragon Ball and Naruto, or Toriko as well. So I think it was four anime in one. Did you watch that one?
No, I actually did not watch that at all. Um, so wait, this is an anime you've watched before though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. So let me let me go ahead and say the title of these two animes that are getting crossover before we talk about that. I completely forgot. All right, so the first anime is That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime. Obviously, hella popular. People really love this one. You know, we recently covered that they're getting a movie. Obviously, there's a new season coming out pretty soon. I think it's season 3, if I'm not wrong. So obviously, it's a pretty big franchise. So that's the first anime, and the second anime is Love Live Sunshine's Genjitsu no Yohane, Sunshine in the Mirror. So I have no idea anything about this anime if I'm being completely honest, but it's got to be popular to be able to do I guess a collab with a big franchise such as That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime. But yeah, sorry, let's hop back to the previous thing we were talking about. What were you saying?
I was saying, wait. So I know that you watched this anime. I haven't watched any of these two anime.
Mhm.
Do you want? Can you just tell me a bit about the time I got reincarnated? Because
Yeah,
I
so
know I
I
know you spoke about this before, like
Mhm.
in previous podcasts. I've never watched it. It's the weird ass title. I'm kind of interested on
Yeah.
what you know.
It's got to be another isekai for sure, man. I mean, it's about I only watched the first half of the first season. It's something that I've got to come back to, but it's basically about this guy that obviously dies, a typical isekai trope, and then you get reincarnated in another world. He starts off as a slime. So that's kind of how the story goes. I don't want to spoil it too much, but obviously he acquires power, but that's pretty much what it's about.
Yo, this slime shit has me weak, bro. It just, I swear to God, I just see Young Thug's faces pop up in my face. Oh my God.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
wait. So the the crossover between all the other anime,
Mhm.
what was that about? Because I haven't seen that either.
I don't remember because I watched this such a long time ago. If I feel like there was like a tournament, like there was a fight in there. Obviously, they're gonna power scale and whatnot, but it was like One Piece, Toriko for sure. I might be thinking of like three different ones, and like there's been a couple of crossovers. You know what I mean? So I might be thinking of more than one crossover. I'm literally looking it up as we talk. All right, so it was Toriko, One Piece, and Dragon Ball. So I guess not Naruto, but yeah, that's a big three right there, bro. Obviously, you don't know about Toriko, but Toriko is one of the OGs.
Oh shit! You know what this kind of reminds me of? Have you ever watched the crossover between Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah, it's kind of like
That
that.
shit was hype, bro. I remember as a kid, bro, they were like announcing that shit, they were hyping that shit up. I was like, yo, I'm watching the shit out of this as soon as it comes out. And it was hype. Those were like the two main Nickelodeon shows for a minute. Yeah, that shit was crazy. For all the people, anyone in the audience that has watched that shit, they all know that shit was hype. But is this something you'd watch? This crossover?
No, no, no. I dropped That Time I Reincarnated a while back. maybe I'll get back to it, and if I do, obviously I'll watch it. I watched the other one. I keep going back to it because I remember it now. So I was looking it up. It is episode 590 of One Piece. So if you guys want to go back and watch that, that is episode 590. It is an hour long. So yeah, if you guys are fans of Dragon Ball, it's Dragon Ball Super. Or if you guys are fans of Toriko, which is one of the OG anime out there, it's about a guy who basically it's one of my dreams too. He wants to create like a 9 course meal of his favorite food. So that's some shit I want to do. That's pretty epic. But yeah, if you guys want to go back and watch that, is episode 590 of One Piece.
No, I mean, about the 9 course meals, say that, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
That sounds valid as hell. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, for
590
sure.
was this was a non-canon episode though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I probably definitely didn't watch it then, since it was
So
non-canon. If it's not canon, I just don't watch it normally.
mm,
I have a list where look when I was watching One Piece, I had the list of if it was canon or not, like the canon list. If it wasn't canon, straight not watching it because I got played when I was watching Bleach and there was a whole ass like fucking
the Bount arc, let's
the
go.
battle arc. Like I got played. I was like, yo, what is this shit? Why doesn't this connect with anything that's happening? Turns out that shit wasn't canon. I didn't even know what canon or filler was at that time. I was just watching anime, and then yeah, once I realized that, like I found out that was anime, I never watched filler again. I don't get people to actually watch filler. Like I don't understand
some
it.
some of it is enjoyable. Like I know some of the Naruto filler, as trash as a lot of them might be to a lot of people, there are some that I enjoy. Like I know there's like a whole, I think it's Kakashi. He has a whole arc on there that is technically filler. I love that one though. It was really good.
I think yeah, okay, so some of the filler is definitely good, but it's like, how do you tell if it's hit or miss? Like I just see it as filler or not filler. So if I just see it as filler, I'm just not even taking the time out of my day to watch it. Like that's like my take
That's
on it.
fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I don't think I would watch this because I haven't watched any of
Yeah, for
the
sure.
two anime. But if you watched, Reincarnated or Sunshine in the Mirror, definitely this is going to be a crazy crossover.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, any crossover is pretty cool. I mean, even if it's not good, it's just kind of cool to see if you're a fan of both series. All right, so let's hop into some good news. For those of guys that are fans of the Misfit of Demon King Academy, we are finally getting that back. That is re-airing from episode 1 starting in July. This is one of the anime that we covered on our Instagram. A bunch of anime at the time were getting canceled due to COVID. It was they said it was because of COVID affected production. We don't really know for sure what exactly that means, whether people were sick or they're just kind of using it as an excuse. We don't really know, but this one's finally coming back. We've had a bunch of other anime as well that got delayed, but this is the first one that we've heard of so far. So hopefully the rest will come back if you guys are fans of that. But yeah, we're getting this one back.
No, I mean this one looks pretty cool. Misfits of Demon King, bro. It's always some demon shit that's been about that's airing nowadays.
Yeah,
But so is this a shonen? What is this?
I don't know, man. I honestly never heard of it before. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never read the synopsis for it.
Also, what you mean COVID delays, bro? Like it's 2023. Like,
Yeah,
god damn. Holy
I
shit.
feel like they're a lot more strict out in the East than we are over here in the West. I mean,
Oh,
honestly, I'm just
oh,
bullshitting, but
oh, still till this day, you think there's okay, I got you.
yeah,
Damn. I don't know. This is an anime, right? It's not a manga. They had a manga before this, right?
I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't know for sure, but they have to have that, right?
It also says The Misfits of Demon King Academy 2. So
Yeah,
is
this is season 2.
this is a season 2.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the season 1?
I don't. I've seen some clips on TikTok, but other than that, I don't really know too much about it.
I don't know. The art looks pretty cool though.
Mhm.
Something I might
Well,
watch.
this is legit like a special image that came out just for this announcement. Like you can see right here, it says 7th restart because it's coming back in July.
Got you. Yeah, yeah. Definitely if you have watched the first season, new season's about to come out. If you want to get into something new before just
Mhm.
the new season starts, I would recommend right now is the time to catch up.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well, I think the first few episodes started, and then after that, obviously they're gonna restart from episode 1. You know how they do. They air it on TV and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not probably something I wouldn't watch, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's hop into something that you will watch or read. We got some really cool news over here. So apparently, One Piece has 2 different manga that are kind of having collabs as well. And yeah, let's hop into the article. So first of all, we have Shokugeki no Sanji, which is a spin-off. It's going to be a one shot, 6 chapters, and we're getting a manga for that. It's all coming together in that manga. It's coming out on spring 2024. It is going to be done by the creators of Food Wars. So that's really cool. I don't know if you have ever watched Food Wars, but their art is really unique. And for them, like, it's a cooking anime, you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool that they're implementing Sanji from One Piece to be able to do this. So that's the first one.
I
Let me
mean,
hear
you
your
got
thoughts on this one.
yeah, you gotta add the goat of cooking. Like you gotta add the goat of cooking to the goat of cooking shows, right?
Mm.
It's like the best meets the best. It's like Messi, you know, goes to the best league or whatever. I don't know how soccer goes, but
Messi
that's
did not go to. He literally went to MLS, bro. MLS
no,
sucks.
no, no. I'm not currently. I'm just saying generally. I'm saying that would be like Messi going to the best league. But yeah, I've been seeing that how he's going to the he's going to the Florida team or something or
Florida, yep.
that's crazy, bro. Is this like confirmed that he's doing this?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's locked in. Hey, by the way, you said Miami was gonna win game 2 or game 3.
Yo.
Bro, I call bullshit,
Yo,
dog.
yeah. Low key, it's a GG, bro. Denver.
Series is over, man.
I knew Denver was gonna win, right? But I didn't know it was gonna
Get
be.
out of here, dog. You legit said,
No,
yo.
no, no, no. Denver was gonna win generally, right? But I
Oh, the
thought since
series, gotcha.
yeah, generally I knew Denver was gonna win. But I thought that game, since it was the first game in Miami, them
Mhm.
coming off a win, I was like, yo, Jimmy gotta be doing some shit. Turns out Jokic had different plans.
Jokic's different, bro.
Yo, that dude, bro, he looks like he looks like he's not even supposed to be in the NBA. The dude just the way his body
Mhm.
looks, the way he moves around, the way he
It's
shoots.
what's crazy about Jokic.
What's up?
I mean, I'm a diehard fan, and literally, I have League Pass, which for those guys that don't know, like legit, I can watch any game that's not in my blackout market. Which obviously, I watch my own team here because I have local TV, so I watch all 82 games. I'm like legit, as much as I love anime, I love the NBA. But a lot of people didn't know about Jokic until the finals, which is kind of sad because he's a back-to-back MVP. But it's just kind of cool to see him finally get that stage and show what he's capable of. Because the shit he does still doesn't make sense to this day. Like how he's able to do that with his build. I think I'm not gonna go on an NBA tangent. Screw it. Let's get into the next part.
Nah, I feel you because yo,
I could go
Loki.
on, bro.
Nah, Jokic is just a demon. That dude's different. Yeah, it's great that he's getting the recognition that he deserves.
Yeah, for
No,
sure. All right, so this next part is also really cool. We're getting another manga collaboration over here, also coming out in spring 2024. So this is going to be based on the novel series One Piece, Ace's Story. So I don't know too much about that, but I think Ace's Story is legit like a quick little summary of a specific part in One Piece. I'm not going to go too much into detail. You can kind of see Whitebeard over here and Ace. So I think that pretty much is self-explanatory. But yeah, so we're getting that specific novel series, and we're gonna get it illustrated by Dr. Stone's Boichi. Boichi's the guy that wrote Dr. Stone and illustrated it. Obviously, this is Oda's original story, but just him illustrating it itself is really cool because I honestly really like Dr. Stone's animation and like the way Boichi draws. So it's kind of cool to see. Like, yeah, a lot of people say like it might not mix well with One Piece's illustration style, but I mean Zoro looks pretty cool. Whitebird obviously looks cool to me. And hey, so what are your thoughts as the One Piece specialist?
nah, Whitebeard looks badass, bro.
Right?
Whitebeard actually looks badass. I think I'm kind of seeing the bottom or the top actually of Mihawk's sword. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
behind
Mihawk's in
Zoro.
there, yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. Again, I love Doctor Stone. I love the animation too, and I love the style, their art style. I think they're doing a very good job with this, especially since it's as long as Oda's doing the writing, I think we're
Yeah.
we're
I
chilling.
mean, I think this is legit just the novel that's already out, and they're just having Boichi draw it.
Okay, got you. I think it's gonna be sick. Something I would definitely read. I do want to see Donut Man. His
Yeah,
story.
oh my god, I just got it right now. All right,
I,
man.
I do want to see his story, but I think seeing the characters from a different art style is also pretty cool though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably buy both volumes. I don't have that much of them. Like I legit have one or two manga and have a bunch of Shonen Jump magazines, but I don't really own manga. And one of the boys in our Discord, he keeps sending in his manga collection, his bookshelf, and that motherfucker, bro, he's got me into buying manga, man. I know I'm gonna buy it, and I really want to have these two because I really like Food Wars as an anime, and this thing just looks so badass. The Ace's story and Boichi's drawing, like fuck, man. I think I'm a pull the trigger.
Nah, I mean, these two are definitely worth it. My boy Kirks. Shout out Kirks. He's
Yeah,
you know, extremely active in the Discord, and my man has a huge manga collection, and that should look sick. Looking,
that shit is nice. It is.
yeah, that shit is sick. I mean, you just got into the manga world, so
Mhm.
this is your kind of initiation where you need to get to you need to get the actual physical copies, and I think this is cool since it's not an actual like a manga where it's like an actual series, but it's like a
Mhm.
a collab. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for
It would
sure. I
be it
mean,
would be a good collection. It would be good to have it in your
exactly,
collection.
exactly. It's like you're owning pieces of two different, like, pretty much
Yeah,
legends. You know what I mean?
literally, all combined into one. And I think it's I don't know in my eyes it's a kind of a rare thing. Like
Mhm.
it'd probably be a bit rare where like it's like
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
I've heard as a manga collector, like things don't really like you don't really hold value because obviously there's millions of copies out there. And you can obviously get it online for free. Not pirating, but like a lot of like for example, Manga Plus, the app, like you can legit read these chapters over and over again for the most part. Like some of them, I think like the first two chapters, whatever, man. You guys get my point. Like you can own the digital version. But yeah, I mean, this is cool just because it's a collaboration work. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Do you have anything else to say on this?
No, I don't. I just the last thing I want to say is again, we are doing the watch party for the for the Black Clover movie. So be tuned, hop in the Discord. Our website is animeplusnetwork.com. So you can join the Discord through there. Our Instagram, you can join it through there. It'll be in the description of this episode. Just join the Discord. We will do a huge, you know, watch party for that. And for anyone that wants to join, so this will be our first watch party. So we want as many people in there, and let's watch this together. It's gonna be a crazy ass movie.
Hell yeah, we'll see you guys there for sure. And if not, no, we're gonna see your asses there. You guys better be there. And if not,
That
we'll catch you
us.
guys. We'll catch you guys in the next episode for sure. All right, guys, peace out, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace. Oh yeah, see time. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get that shit.